Hey guys, it's it's been a while. I spent the last 2 weeks on the road, watching the teams in Daytona and Pensacola. You've probably seen some of the videos I've posted that I've made while down there. Um, I saw some interesting things. You probably saw the video of Jesus Reyes, who was pitching in Daytona at the time that I put a video up, but his next start came in Pensacola. Right out, it was actually the day that I left, or yeah, I guess it was the day that I left Florida. He had pitched for Pensacola for the first time, and he actually just pitched again last night for them. Um, you know, Real interesting arm. Not the youngest guy ever. He's 24 years old already, but um, you know, really live arm, good sinking fastball. If you haven't seen that video, go watch it. There's some stuff to like there. One of the guys that really impressed me was Alfredo Rodriguez, and most of that came on the defensive side of the ball. But man, I cannot rave enough about just how good he was defensively. I don't want to make any comparisons to major league fielders, but as far as minor league guys go, I've never seen a minor league infielder that was nearly on the same level as him. He made probably 8 absolutely highlight-worthy plays in the four games that I saw him play in Daytona. Um, you know, Range to both directions, really strong arm when he needs it. The ball comes out of his hand very well, even when he's not, really firing the ball across the field. It carries quite well. Um, you know, his bat, I'm sure most of you do know. He hasn't really hit very much for Daytona. I think there's more there, but definitely a work in progress at the plate still. Pensacola was that's a fun team to watch right now, especially offensively. They got the 3 guys called up from Daytona earlier, and I guess about a month ago at this point. They got Shed Long, Gavin LaValle, and Nick Senzel to come up and join their squad from Daytona. Shed's been struggling a little bit, but his batting average on balls in play is like 150 right now. He's just been hitting into bad luck. He really has been. So I'm definitely not worried about that. All of the things that he's shown in the past that have produced good batting stats, they're still there. It's just one of those stretches where he's hitting it right at guys. Or they're going over the fence and robbing him of home runs, which happened a couple weeks ago. Which, that's going to happen, but that's just kind of been the way that things have gone for him so far in Pensacola. So I'm still kind of going through a lot of that footage that I've built up over the past couple of weeks while being in Florida. Plenty of more videos are going to come out of the guys playing, and so check in for that. But one of the things I did while I was in Pensacola was talk with Zack Weiss, who, he's been pitching for about 5 to 6 weeks now, but he missed all of 2016 and the first half of 2017 with, it was just one weird arm injury that we know of. It wasn't Tommy John. He didn't get his shoulder operated on, but it was just kind of a weird situation about how everything played out. So I took a couple minutes to talk with him about that, and he kind of explained what's going on. So we'll go to that real quick, and I'll let him kind of tell you guys what happened, and we'll get into a few other questions that I had for him while I was down in Pensacola. So here's Zach. Zach, you've missed pretty much the last 18 months or so, dating back to, I guess, you last pitched in the Arizona Fall League.
Spring.
That's right, a spring with Big League Club. And then you missed all of 2016 and the first half of 2017 pretty much. You kind of just walk us through kind of what you started feeling in the spring and kind of how that progressed over the last year and a half.
Yeah. So I started getting a little tenderness in my elbow, which, at that time of year, people kind of shut it down and try to get an answer. So we kind of treated it like it was UCL. Everything was structurally fine, though. I just couldn't really shake the pain and the pinching feeling I was getting. So we tried a couple throwing programs, got some MRIs, everything came back negative. Tried a couple PRP injections and just really wasn't getting the results I was hoping for. So at the end of the year, I got sent home to try to just rest it and come back for the start of 17. I wasn't really, again, getting the positive results I was hoping for. So we made the decision to go ahead and do the nerve, free up the nerve in December. So it's kind of unfortunate that it took that long. Obviously, try to prevent surgery, and so we wanted to try all of our options before going that route. So having that done that late was unfortunate, but I was happy to get it done and kind of move forward. And so I knew it was going to set me back, but got me out of there.
So how long did it take before you started throwing?
So I started a throwing program, I guess, towards the end of spring training. I want to say it was about 3 months post-surgery, and then obviously it took a little time to get going. And by the time I was in games, probably the beginning of May, end of May. And then was out of there by May 31st. I think I was in Daytona.
Not counting your time in extended spring training, you've been pitching for about 5 weeks. How are you feeling? You kind of getting back to where you were? Or?
Yeah, so I feel good. It's just a matter of, there's a little more maintenance required in terms of the rehab after an outing and getting back and doing a little more exercises and some stem and stuff like that. In 15 I felt great the whole year and was able to bounce back quickly. I think that's been the biggest adjustment, is managing how much throwing I'm doing in order to bounce back. I feel good. Obviously my arm strengths, I've been down a few ticks and certain velos and stuff like that, but I can't really weigh too much into that. I'm just trying to make pitches and get outs right now. I think that'll all come with time. It's just, when you're doing a rehab throwing program, the focus is kind of on feeling good.
Right.
It's not so much on building arm strength as you would in a normal off season. And so not having the few months to do that in the off season, I think is kind of, I'd say, taking its toll, but it's kind of natural that it's put me in this spot. But all things considered, it's going well.
Are you still throwing pretty much your 4 pitches, kind of mixing everything in?
Still throwing all 4, doing a little bit more mixing. But yeah, everything, I feel like my command's been pretty good. I've walked a few more guys than I would like to, but again, not being on a mound for a year, there's still some adjustment and some refining that comes along with that. So,
one last quick question. I guess there's 7-8 weeks left in the season. Is there anything specific that you kind of want to work with or work for, or just kind of getting back with everything else?
Yeah, obviously the organization's pretty stacked with young arms right now, and so it's definitely a different situation, I think, going into next season than it was going into the 2016 season. So ideally I'd like to continue getting better and getting my stuff back and compete and put up some good numbers here on a good club. We got a opportunity. We're already going to the playoffs, which is awesome. And so I think I'd like to just get back to where I was and keep getting better and refining what I'm doing, and hopefully go into the off season with a chance to do something in 2018.
Thanks, Zach. Appreciate it. All right, well, that's all we've got for this week. I'm going to try and get up a few more videos over the next week or so of the guys that were playing down in Florida while I was there. I'm going to try and hit the road at some point this week, either make a trip to Louisville, which unfortunately I missed Tyler Malley last night in Louisville. I got sick on Thursday morning, and there was just no way I could make the trip, and it sucks. I've been planning that trip for about 3 weeks now, counting out the days for when he was going to pitch next at home, and it just didn't work out. So I guess I'm going to catch him the next time around that he's going to be pitching in Louisville. So I don't know. There may be something from Louisville or Dayton over the next week or so mixed in with the stuff from Florida as well. We'll just kind of have to see how that plays out. But thanks for tuning in, and if you're not subscribed here on YouTube, I put up more videos of players playing than these little video podcasts. But I'm hoping to do more of those. Maybe even doing an audio version that kind of goes along with this. But we'll kind of see how that goes. But thanks for tuning in. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. If not, that's fine too. But all right, I'll see you guys next time.